friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's Amy here, and today I am going to do another installment of my favorite photos. So if you've been following me, you know that in January I started a year-long project where I pick one photo each month to document a very simple 6x8 page. So by the end of the year, I will have 12 pages with just a favorite photo from the month. I'm not even including journaling on this. And the whole goal behind this project is one favorite photo, quick and easy layout to highlight that photo. So this is something that if you don't want to scrapbook, if you're not a scrapbooker but you have a favorite photo, if you don't have a lot of time or a lot of space, your budget is very small for paper crafting, this project is for you. So the photo that I am going to document today is actually this one, and I'm changing it up a little bit. I'm going to be a rebel. I'm actually going to include two photos. I printed these 2x3, and this is the eclipse from last week. And this is the chapel on my college campus. I went to the University of Dayton. I actually worked at this chapel, and I love these two photos of the eclipse. In Dayton, Ohio, they had full totality. We didn't have that here in South Carolina, but those were posted on their Instagram, so I wanted to document them. And I thought I would pull out the parts and pieces I have left over from my Let's Go Anywhere scrapbooking workshop kit. So in that kit, you get the 12x12 sticker sheet. Our stickers are a matte finish. They're a thicker sticker, a designer sticker. I love that they're matte because you can journal on the stickers, you can stamp on the stickers, and you don't have to worry about smudging. You of course get the cutting guide and step-by-step assembly instructions to create 3 2-page 12x12 layouts, and you can see just how easy that guide is. And then they give you close-ups of every page and step-by-step assembly instructions, preparation instructions. So these are great to have. I always keep mine in a binder because you can pull these out and use these guides with other papers and stamps and projects. So I still have some paper left from this kit. I always like to get the workshop kits because you get exclusive product. So for this particular one, you get some extra papers. This is a dot paper, and then we've got this fun grid paper. You also get all your cardstocks, and as I mentioned, the sticker sheet and all your pattern papers, and then you get exclusive die cuts as well. So even if I don't plan on doing the layouts that this kit guides us in making, I like to have these because you get these bonus products. So you also, with this particular one, Close to My Heart did something they've never done before, and they included a stamp in this kit. And I love this. It's kind of like a topography stamp, but it's a great background stamp that you could use with just about anything. And then you do get some exclusive embellishments. So in this particular kit, they're giving you the die cuts that you need specifically for these pages. So there is a whole die cut product that you could purchase a la carte where there's more die cuts in it, but these are the die cuts that are needed just for the pages that the guide walks us through. And then of course you get your place photo here markers, as well as your 12x12 page protectors. So you can see I have been using this kit, and I pulled it because I thought the photos, the colors in the photos lent themselves well to the colors in this kit. Another thing that I've pulled out is the Let's Go Anywhere stamp and thin cut set. Now I do know the thin cut is sold out right now, but the stamp set is available. And the thin cut that you get in this is just one big heart and one little heart. So you could very easily cut this image out freehand as well as that. So if you are interested in this stamp set, it's a great stamp set. I love all the different phrases, but I really love the world in the shape of a heart. So I pulled that we might use. And then to continue with the pages that I've already done, I'm using the months of the year stamps that were from a long time ago, but I love how they have the big month written out. So I pulled my April one out because I'll probably use that on this page to correspond with all the other pages I've created thus far. So I'm going to clear my desk and we're going to get started. All right, so I've done a little prep work ahead of time, and I matted my photos. Again, these are 2x3, and I just cut an 1/8 inch photo mat for each of the photos, and I'm using the French Vanilla cardstock. I've got my French Vanilla 6x8 card base, and then when I pulled out my Let's Go Anywhere kit, I had a lot of strips, and so what I thought I would do is go with a checkerboard type pattern because I already had so many little squares cut up. This is one of the exclusive papers we get in that scrapbooking kit, and these are cut at 1.5. So I thought what I could do is maybe just do a checkerboard like this and leave a little bit of a border in between each one. So just repeating. So this is a very simple basic pattern, but it's great for utilizing scraps. So I'm thinking, oops, let's see, that's not going to work because I don't want two of these next to each other. So maybe I'll go like this, put that there, and maybe that like that and that like that. Or we could, yeah, I like that. So I'm thinking something like this, and then maybe go like this. And then I did cut, if we get that April stamp out, again, this is a very easy, very simple project. So when people say I don't have time, or I don't have enough supplies, or I'm not creative enough, this is a perfect example saying, yes, you are creative enough. Yes, you do have the time. So maybe we could do April there. Maybe I could have something coming out of that title. And then I did have one of those hearts already cut. A little hack if you don't already do this, when I'm thin cutting, I always do extra, and I will just stick them in my envelope. And so you can see here I have lots of extra hearts, and so I just pulled that out, and I'm thinking, well, I could stamp that heart, and that might be kind of fun because this chapel is very close to my heart, no pun intended, and it might add a nice touch to it. So let me just see if we could have that there, and then maybe I could get some of the stickers and or even maybe some of these die cuts. The stars might be fun because it was an eclipse. Maybe I could sprinkle some stars. So I would have the stars to represent the eclipse, kind of the sky, but then have the heart because this is such a special place to me. So why don't I get my squares adhered down and then we'll play with the embellishments. All right, I have all my squares adhered down, and what I'm thinking is maybe doing something like that. And then let's go ahead and try inking up that heart-shaped globe. I'm gonna use my Scarlet ink. I have my Versamat flipped over to the foam side. Now I am the type of person who does my thin cutting and then my stamping. I do think I'm in the minority. I think a lot of people stamp and then thin cut. So I'm just gonna let this sit here for a second so the ink can absorb into the paper. I did season my stamp before I started using it, so it wasn't brand new, and I love that. I also just went ahead and stamped this image on white daisy because it's what I had in the pocket, but I think the contrast works. And I'm thinking, I think I like it underneath the photo. And then let's go ahead and ink up the April title. And let's use 2x2 block. I'll put it, so I'm going to use my 2x2 block and I'm going to put it on diagonally. And I'm thinking that I'm going to use the sapphire blue. I am going to stamp this on a piece of scrap paper first. And that's good. Let it absorb for a second. Perfect. Now I did, if I'm not mistaken, okay, so I did doodle around all of them. So the question is, I doodled with black ink, but I also stamped the months with black ink. So I'm thinking maybe I will doodle with blue ink. And I'm going to use, no, I'm going to use the dark side. So maybe if we put that there like that, and then let's look at these embellishments. We said maybe I'm gonna move my Versamat off so you guys can see a little bit better. But I wonder if I want to use any of these stars, although these are black, so maybe I should use a black doodle pen. There's a big star. Do we want to maybe go like that? I like to have embellishments touch each other. Maybe have that peeking out. And then do one like that. And then maybe I could get one of the black dot stars for there. And then, I don't know, this is kind of big to put here by Ohio, or maybe we could do a little heart. There is a black heart on this. This might be fun. And put this like right there maybe. Oh, I like that. So it shows it's in Ohio. I mean, I could stamp it with the stamp, but I think I like the dimension of that. And you know, I think I think that's going to be enough. Let's just look at the stickers. I did like the love this. I mean, this isn't a page about travel, but I also like the arrows. There's all different kinds of arrows. I wonder if we put an arrow there. There's a red arrow. What I like to do with the stickers is get my anti-static pouch and take the stickiness off of them, and then I can kind of audition them. So let's just see. It's kind of long. If we, I wouldn't mind having an arrow there. There is black arrows, but I think black might not show up. However, you know what we could do? Yeah, that's not going to show up, but I kind of like the idea of an arrow with a heart or a star. I wonder if this one would work and I could trim it. So let's take the sticky off that. Now that would show, although it is kind of too big. It's too thick. We've got that one and we've got a green one. I think that maybe I'm gonna check my stash and maybe I have a wood one. I don't know if a wood one would bring too much other elements out. And I think I definitely want a smaller star. What if I could cut this arrow part off and we could go like that, and then I could take another one of these hearts. Is that too small? That might be too small, but we could use one of these hearts. So we've got blue and we've got red. I do like that, but that might be too much. Oh, and we have this one. What about this one? Maybe, let's see. Let's imagine. I don't want to cut that if I'm not gonna. Well, that might work. That might work. All right, let's let me adhere all this down and then we'll play with the embellishments. All right, I adhered my photos down. We can slide this right here. I've got my April title. I got my blue pen and I am just going to doodle around this. I think we're going to do black because we've got the black stars and that will help tie in the black. So I'm just going to doodle around this. Doodling is a great little, what I like to call, neutral embellishment, when you just need to add a little something to a piece of art. It's a nice way to ground things or just add a little bit more curb appeal, if you will, to the project. So let's go ahead and adhere this. And then I am going to put adhesive down at the bottom because I want to stick that star underneath. So if we stick this, it would help if I was in the camera, sorry about that. So if we stuck this so it's peeking out, I like that. and I like that. So let's go ahead and do that. These paperboard pieces are really nice. They're a thicker cardboard, and the black is like our black cardstock without the white core. So do that, and then I pulled in my black and white dots. I love storing my embellishments in the boxes that the photo organizer comes with. These are great for doing storing your photos, but they're great for doing embellishments too. So let me see if I have some that are open. You can tell I like dots. So I'm thinking maybe the smaller, I don't know if I want that size, or let's see, I'm gonna get my piercing tool and we'll just lay this down. So do we like that size, or do we like this size? I don't even know if it really makes a difference. We'll go with the bigger one. So I like that. And then let's go ahead and adhere this. I'm going to scooch that underneath. And then I'm going to get one of these little little hearts. And I'm going to put this right around where Ohio would be. And then we can cut the red arrow a little bit, but I did pull in, I have all of these arrows. So if we wanted to pull in some wood grain, I don't know if, I think the Papa, oh, now that works. That could work. And then maybe do, I wonder if I could cut this. Maybe we'll cut this, or we can do the red heart. Let's try both. So I'm going to use my anti-static pouch, get the stickiness off, and I'm going to get my scissors, and let's just fussy cut. I'm going to leave a little bit of a white border around this, and I am moving my paper and leaving my hand steady. So we could do that, or we could, I think I like the geotag. So let's go ahead and do it. See how quick this came together? And you don't need a lot of supplies. And you don't need to add a whole bunch of journaling. And you can use little bits and pieces of paper. So the whole purpose of this video was to show you that simple and easy is really good. You don't have to have the 5-hour layout with all the bells and whistles all the time. And I can slide this into my page protector, and April will be done. One of these days I got to do my cover, but this slides in just like that. So there's April. So we've got January, February, March, and April. I will list all the products I use in the description box below, and I will make note of what is retired and no longer available. If you like this video and could give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. It helps my little channel to grow. And if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that so you won't miss out on any videos moving forward. And I will catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.